So, good day everyone. I'm Janeline D. Villarmante and I'm going to discuss the topic about sandwich. Before that, let's define first what is sandwich. So, sandwich is a food typically consisting of vegetables, sliced cheese or meat placed on or between slices of bread, or more generally, any dish wherein two or more pieces of bread serve as a container or wrapper for another food type. So, we are all familiar with this. Kaning sandwich, di ba? So, ang sandwich, ang kaning two slices of bread and in between ana is pwede na ito ulamanan og it's either vegetables, sliced cheese or meat, and vegetables and etc. So mo na siyang sandwich, guys, as you can see here in the picture. If you are not familiar with a sandwich, so you can look at the picture. So let's discuss the history of sandwich, the brief history of sandwich. So dili na nako basahon, no. I will summarize na lang. So the history of sandwich. So during the 18th century in the southeast England, there lived an English aristocrat named John Montague, or also called the fourth Earl of Sandwich. So kaning si John Montague, or the fourth Earl of Sandwich, is naa siya problem, gambling problem. So kani siyang is very addicted siya in terms of sugal. Bali dili siya gusto disturbuhon, dili na siya makatindog sa iyang lingkuranan. Nag-spend siya and how many hours to play cards, diba? So imagine. So walay pag dili mo siya mapadisturbo, mo siya gusto mo tindog para mo kaon. Nga na. So he requests his cook to serve him a food. So kaning iyang cook is ang ginaserve sa iyang food is two sliced bread with fillings, like anang sayang mga ginapitang niya is na ay mga meat ang ana. So kaning si John Montague, he really enjoyed it. Very like ayun niya ang sandwich, ang food na gina-prepare ni cook para sa iyaha. So also the comrades of ni John Montague, they really enjoyed the food that the cook has made for them. So every time that John Montague played cards, moto premi ang iyang ginakaon, gina-request. It's because mao na to iyang favorite kay lamian man siya. So at that time, name sandwich was named because of John Montague, or also called fourth Earl of Sandwich, because mao man ang iyang ipangalan sa iya. It's because kanang mao naman to ang iyang ginabalik-balik o kanang pa-serve sa iyaha and also favorite. So mao to ipangalan sa iyaha ang food that the John Montague, or the fourth Earl Sandwich, request to his cook. So mao to siya, guys. So let's move on. So dili lang di ay ang sandwich, no, to satisfy our cravings, but also it has a health benefits di ay. So unsa man ni mga health benefits ni sandwich? So let's have first, sandwich are a vital source of carbohydrates, which provides energy. Yes, of course. It's because ang bread na ginagamit in making sandwich is good in carbohydrates, and that carbohydrates provides energy in our body. The next one is the fiber in the whole grain prevents cancer. So, diba? The next is, it also consists of vitamin B, niacin, thiamine, folic acid, and riboflavin can help to prevent memory loss. Increased intake of grain-based food help to replenish serotonin levels and increase the body's conforming response. So, di ba nindot yung mga health benefits ni sandwich, no? It's because of the consist niya ng mga nutrients, ng vitamins that it helps our body. So let's move on. So there are types of fat sandwich. These are the cold sandwiches and hot sandwiches. So unsa meaning cold sandwiches ata? So cold sandwiches can be defined as those having two slices of bread or two halves of the roll, which can be toasted also, which have a spread applied and are applied with a cold filling. So much cold sandwiches, katong na mga also have mga cold fillings. The next one is the hot sandwiches. Ano sa mga hot sandwiches? Ni cold sandwiches. So made with a variety of lunch meats, which given onions, cheese, avocado, and tomatoes, then spread on bread and toasted to crunchy perfection. So kaning the word hot sandwiches, it consists of it consists of hot fillings, diba? So usually dili lang pod it's because nga it is hot sandwiches, it consists of hot fillings. Yes, there are fillings na kanang no need na to be cooked, to be put in between those toasted bread. So let's have the first type of cold sandwiches. So the first one is the open-faced sandwiches. So explain lang ako dito guys, no. So kaning open-faced sandwiches, so most usually nga kaning atong nailhan no, ang sandwiches is two slice of bread, and between ana is katong may mga palaman. Kaning open-faced sandwiches guys, is lang siya ka bread, and on top of that is narito ang iyahang mga fillings. It depends on your taste kung unsang imong gusto ibutang, like gusto butang man ba nimo og mga fish, mga vegetables, eggs, and etc. Open face bali isa lang siya ka bread, and on top of that narito ang iyahang mga toppings or and etc. So mana siya po. And the next one is the regular cold sandwiches. So kaning regular cold sandwiches, it is a plain sandwich is made up of two slices of bread, preferably a day-old bread toasted if desired, on which butter can be readily spread. So kaning regular cold sandwiches kan most usually nato ang ginahimo nang ginaspread to og kanang mga butter and mga mayonnaise and etc. So as you can just look at the picture guys to make you familiar with. So muna siya ang regular cold sandwich. And then the next one is the pinwheel sandwiches. So kaning pinwheel sandwiches are made of bread of cut lengthwise about 3-8 inches. So kaning pinwheel sandwiches dapat ang imong gamiton diri kay ang fresh cream bread daw. Why? It's because kay para pag roll nimo sa bread is dili siya mag-crack. Kay ang kaning fresh bread is mao ni siya ang the best na gamiton when making pinwheel sandwiches. Kay kanang flat naman ni mo, then i-roll kanang like mo pour magani og ligid. That's why it's called pinwheel sandwiches. And it's inside with that or between with that narito ang iyahang mga fillings. So mao ni siya po ang pinwheel sandwiches. And the next one is the tea sandwiches. Tea sandwiches. Makapangutan mo no, nagitawag siya tea sandwiches. It's because gitawag siya tea sandwiches because they are a traditional first course in a formal British 3-course full afternoon tea service. So mostly mo ni siya ang ginaserve ata during the full afternoon tea service. That's why it was called tea sandwiches. Kaning tea sandwiches are small fancy sandwiches made from light, delicate ingredients and bread that has been trimmed off crust and may be made ahead of time and frozen. They are often cut into fancy shapes, squares, rectangles, and oblongs to add to the variety. Fillings and spreads can be the same as those for canapes. So as you can see here in the picture, very fancy kay siya tan-awon, di ba? It's because gikat siya into a variety of shapes. It depends on you if squares ba, uh, rectangles ba, oblongs, or anything you want. So at the ang iyang fillings and spreaders can be the same as those for canapes, and canapes katong mga what you call that one, kanang murag usual ganing mga pag kanang very gagmay lang, pero at the top of that na dito ang iyahang mga fillings. So same as you can see here in the picture, that at the top of that is naa-shy ka ng mga tomatoes and ana. So ana, very fancy kay sa tanawon. Then the next one is the multi-decker sandwiches. So multi-decker sandwiches, gitawag siyang multi-decker sandwiches, it's because it was made with more than two slices of bread. So usually ang kanang ilan naman nato nga sandwich is kanang only two slices of bread. Kani ang multi-decker is more than two slices. It's either three, or it depends on you. Pila ka slices of bread. So at the top of that is it is filled with sliced chicken, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and bacon into four triangles. So it depends on you kung unsang nga fillings ang imong ibutang dito. So next is the wrap or rolled sandwiches. So kaning wrap or rolled sandwiches, wraps are sandwiches in which the fillings are wrapped like a Mexican burrito and in a large flour tortilla of similar flat bread. They may be served whole or cut in half if large. So as you can see here, ang gigamit jud ani ata nga bread is very nice kay kanang pag i-roll siya, same atong sa diba? Same atong sa pinwheel sandwiches. Pero ang kanilang ata niya is kanisha is thinner than the pinwheel sandwiches. Kay kani ang iyang fillings ani is gibalot man jud. Murag balik ang palaman jud ba is mas ma-feel jud nimo, diba? So just look at the picture para na familiarize ninyo. So mao ni siya ang wrap rolled sandwiches. So humanata sa cold sandwiches. So let's have the regular hot sandwiches. So simple hot sandwiches consist of hot fillings, usually meats, but sometimes fish, grilled vegetables, or other hot items between two slices of bread. So they may also contain items that are not hot, such as a slice of tomato or raw onion and a hamburger. So kaning regular hot sandwiches, kaning ang iyang fillings ani is hot, kanang ginaluto like fish, grilled vegetables, or other hot items, and it is bread is gina-toast. So as you can see here in the picture, mao ni siya ang sample. So the other one is the hot open-faced sandwiches. Kung sa cold sandwiches na ay open-faced, naapod siya sa hot sandwiches. Gitawag siya hot open-faced sandwiches. So kani siya are made by placing buttered or unbuttered bread on a serving plate, covering it with a hot meat or another filling, and topping it with a sauce, gravy, cheese, or another topping. This type of sandwich is eaten with a knife and fork. So kani siya bali ang kaya lang ani nila is hot ang iyang topping, unlike sa to the other one. Kay kani siya is ang ginabutang man jud diri ang what do you call that one? The fillings are kanang mga meat and anything you want na ginaluto, and butang siya og mga toppings like mga cheese, gravy, and etc. So kinahanglan dyan mo magamit og fork or knife and fork para kuan nimo siya, matarong nimo siya og kaon. So kita mo dito sa rong ka. So let's move on. So grilled sandwiches. So grilled sandwiches, also called toasted sandwiches, are simple sandwiches that are buttered on the outside and browned on the griddle. In a hot oven or an panini grill, sandwiches containing cheese are popular for grilling. So kaning pud nga sandwich no, ang iyahang kini siya nga sandwich is I think gina-toast siya. So as you can see here in the picture, toasted kay ang iyahang bread, di ba? So mao ni siya. Ang grilled sandwiches. The next one is the deep fried sandwiches. So let's have the deep fried sandwiches. Deep fried sandwiches are made by dipping sandwiches in beaten egg and sometimes in breadcrumbs and then deep fry. So kaning sandwiches na kaning mao din no siya kato ganing dip siya sa katong gikuan nga egg or egg nga kanang gibutangan gani siya og kanang breadcrumbs before siya deep fry. So, mao ni siya. Guys, ang example sa deep fried sandwich. Kanang i-dip siya siya sa katong beaten egg or in sometimes na ay breadcrumbs before i-dip fry. The next is the filled rolls, focaccia or pita bread. So flavored breads served with dips like quesadillas and burritos. So just try to look at the picture na lang guys. Muna yun siya. So ang ginagamit ani nga bread is pita or focaccia bread para to perfectly roll this kind of sandwich. So just try to look at the picture. Ini siyang sample sa filled roll. So let's move on. So let's have the basic components of sandwich. So the basic components of sandwich are filling, base, and moistening agent. So the structure or base. So let's discuss the structure or base. Kaning base mao ni siyang katong bread na ginagamit sa sandwich. So balikan nato, mao ni siya po guys, kaning bread mao ni siya ang base. So unsa man base? So it is the part upon which the ingredients are placed consisting of some form of bread or dough produced that is whole or sliced. So mao ni siya ang katong ginabutangan og ang sandwich or mga fillings like atong mga meats, vegetables, and etc. Dili mahimo ang sandwich if wala ang bread. So the second one is the moistening agent. So it is meant to bind the sandwich, providing an improvement of both flavor and texture. It acts as the protective layer between the filling and the structure, preventing the filling from softening or wetting the bread. So as you can see here, man is ang moistening agent kaning katong mga mayonnaise and batter. So mao to siya po. Mao ni siya ang moistening agent, ang one of the basic components of sandwich. The other one is the filling. Consists of one or more ingredients that are stacked, layered, or folded within or on the structure to form the sandwich. The varieties of filling should be carefully selected. The filling can be hot or cold and comes in any form of cooked, cured meat, fruit, vegetables, salad, or a combination of any of them. Sa kaning fillings, mao to siyang katong mga gitawag nato katong mga gipangbutang nato nga mga meats, vegetables. It's either hot or cold na mga fillings. So it depends on your taste. So mao to siya, mao na siya makapalami sa sandwich, makatag og special sa sandwich. So mao to siya ang basic components of sandwich. We have the filling, the base, and the moistening agent. So we have also the types of bread. kung unsa to mga bread na pwedeng gamiton in making sandwich. So we have the yeast bread, the buns and rolls, flat breads, wraps, quick breads. So let's have the yeast bread. So first is the white bread. So these are long rectangular loaves that provide square slices. It is one of the most versatile sandwich bread. It comes in various flavors and goes well with everything and toasts nicely. So as you can see here, mao ni siya ang katong mga loaf bread. So katong ginawag itong mga loaf bread, mao na siya guys. Ang one of the example of yeast bread or ginatawag siya as mao na siya ginatawag og white bread. Then the next one is the whole wheat bread. So ang whole wheat bread is a classic bread for sandwiches. It is nutritionally superior to white bread, tastes better, and have more interesting texture, slightly more compact and brownish in color. So kaning whole wheat bread is flavored na siya nga bread than the white bread. So it is a brownish in color and it is more flavored than the white bread. So the next one is the rye bread. It's a stronger tasting bread than white and whole wheat. A heavy and hearty flavored bread that goes with so many types of meat and condiments. So kani siyang rye bread is the best ni siya nga pag mahimo kog sandwich na imong partner is katon na mga meat. And it is most tastiest than the white bread and whole wheat bread. So those are the example of yeast bread, the white bread, the whole wheat bread, and the rye bread. So let's have the buns and rolls. So the first is the sandwich rolls. So it comes in all sizes, shapes, and textures. The softest include hamburger buns and hot dog rolls. So kaning sandwich rolls katong mga bread nga ginagamit pag kanang gusto katong mga bread na kanang ipang roll, di ba? Katong yung tawag na to press atong kanang usually ginatawag na to mga bread roll, di ba? Mo na siya ang ginagamit nga ayun na siya specific bread jud ay na for ing ana nga gamiton, the best jud na gamiton is ang sandwich rolls. Then the next one is the French and Italian bread. So rolls including sourdough and ciabatta split horizontally. It works well for grilled sandwiches. As you can see, lahi siyang forma, diba? So kanidang French and Italian bread is best pud ni siya sa katong mga grilled sandwiches kaganinang atong gipang discuss katong mga example good sa mga sandwiches nga gipang toast nga mga bread nga mga sandwich. The next one is the flat breads nga ay katong mga rolls may ana. So napud siya flat breads. So the first is ang pita. Comes in both white. So pita comes in both white and whole wheat. As the flatbread bakes, it pops up, forming a packet that is perfect for stuffing. So kaning pita do comes in both white and whole wheat. So mao ni siya katong mga bread na katong gina-flatten. Gina-flatten. So usually comes in both white and whole wheat daw. You can see in the picture mao ni siya ang sample nga pwede magamit in using this kind of bread. Pita. The next one is the focaccia, a flat Italian bread, a cousin of pizza, an inch or more thick and very rich in olive oil. It is sold by whole and cut into squares, split and filled. So kani siya nga bread is maorder siya sa pizza, but it is more thicker than ginagamit nga bread in pizza because it is very rich in olive oil, and also it is cut into squares. So that is these are the examples of flatbreads, the pizza and the focaccia. So there is another example of Flatbreads, the lavash, small and rectangular when softened in water, can be rolled around stuffing to make a pinwheel-shaped sandwich. So kaning lavash na din siya ang katong mga bread na ginagamit to in pinwheel sandwiches. Kaya it is best, di ba kaganina, para makabuta og pinwheel sandwiches kinahanglan nato og the best nga bread na katong dili gani crack pag i-roll na to siya. So mao din ni siya ang the best nga bread para himuon og kanang mga pinwheel sandwiches. So ang tinatawag nga lavash. So next is tortillas. Tortillas, unleavened round cornmeal breads baked on a hot stone. It ranges in size from 6-inch to 14-inch or larger, preferably used for quesadillas and burritos. So as you can see here, mao din siya ang katong ginagamit good sa katong last na to nga discuss nga type of hot sandwiches, which is ang mamao siya atong sa katong mga pita or focaccia nga katong bread, no, pero used for quesadillas and burritos daw ni siya, guys, mga sandwiches. So the next one is the wraps, katong i-wrap, katong i-roll gani mga sandwiches. So we have the tortillas, corn or flour or unleavened around meal, and 6-inch 14-inch or large, preferably used for quesadillas and burritos. So mao rin ni siya sa katong we have discussed the tortillas in example of flatbreads. So mao rin ni siya po. And pwede po dahil siya sa wraps, di ba? Ang kaning tortillas. Then the next is the sandwich wraps, either whole wheat or spinach flavor. So as you can see in the picture, mao ni siya ang sandwich wraps. Mao ni siya ang best use para sa mga katong mga ipang wrap gani nga mga sandwich, ipang wrap nga mga fillings, as you can see here. Mao ni siya ang ginatawag na sandwich wraps. Mao na siya ang type of bread. The last one is the quick breads. So these breads are raised by the chemical action of baking powder or baking soda, like biscuits, banana bread, and carrot bread, and are generally more tender and crumbly than yeast bread. It is used for sweeter tasting sandwiches and is best for tea sandwiches. So kaning quick breads is best ni siya gamiton for tea sandwiches. Kaning as kuan gani, kaning mga bread gani nga kanang mao sa katong mga banana bread. As you can see, ka ng mga flavored gani ng mga bread, guys. Gani mo ni siya. Naman po siya ginagamitan ka ng mga flavored bread na like sa katong di ba? Best daw siya for tea sandwiches. So mo na siya ginatawag og mga quick breads. Itong mga flavored na mga breads. But mao lang siya atong sa katong example sa katong isa sa katong sa yeast bread, guys, no, but it is more tender and crumbly daw than yeast bread. So those are the types of bread. We have the yeast bread, the buns and rolls, the flat breads, the wraps, and the quick breads. So let's go in the ingredients used for sandwiches. First is the bread. So the good quality breads provide variety, texture, taste, bulk, nutrients, and eye appeal to sandwiches. Fresh bread is easier to slice or cut if it has been chilled. So kaning one of the ingredients of sandwiches, no, is ang bread. Dili ta makayo og sandwich if wala ang bread. So dapat good quality si bread. Okay, like for example, katong paggamiton nato siya sa katong mga pinwheel sandwiches, pag kanang dili siya good quality, makrack siya, mabungkag siya, di ba? Dili nato ma-achieve ang gusto nga ma-achieve nga sandwich na atong gusto himuon. So gingon dre oh, fresh bread is easier to slice or cut if it has been chilled. So di ba katong tea sandwiches is kanang frozen man siya para makat into pieces. So dapat mao din ni siya ang mga fresh bread kailangan siya i-chilled kay para makat siya into your desired shape. The next one is the meats. So it may be beef, pork, and sausage products like ham, roast beef, and salami. So kaning one of the ingredients no kaning fillings. So one of the fillings ni siyang meats. Mao ni siyang katong makadagdag palami sa ato ang sandwich. Maybe pwede siya beef, pork, sausage products like ham, roast beef, and etc. The next is poultry. Pwede po siya mga chicken or turkey breast characterized by delicate golden brown surfaces. Pwede po nato siya butangan og chicken ang ato ang so pwede siya kanang mga chicken ang atong butangan ang atong pwede butangan ang sandwich. It depends on your taste. So the next is fish and shellfish. Some popular seafood ingredients are tuna, sardines, grilled and fried fish fillets, crab meats, and shrimp, which are highly perishable and should be kept chilled to maintain quality. Mao ni siya katong mga sandwiches nga mga gusto nga feelings if you are a seafood lover. Butangan nimo siya og katong mga tuna, mga grilled fish, mga fried fish fillets, and etc. So the next is cheese. Most popular sandwich cheese are cheddar, processed cream cheese, and cheese or spreads. Most are easily sliced. Kaning cheese, di ba? Most nato ni ginagamit ang cheese in making sandwiches. The next one is the spreads like mayonnaise, mustard, and butter. Moisten the bread and complement the flavors of other ingredients. Bread makadagdag ni siya og kalami. Amo ni siya di ba ang mga moistening agents. So one of the ingredients in making sandwiches ang mga spreads like mga peanut butter and mayonnaise or mustard. The next is the condiments like olive oil, relish chutneys give a little lift to a sandwich. Some of them are high in acid, so don't combine them with strong flavored condiments. So dili kayo ni siya sa ato pagka nang simple lang. Most usually ginay mo ni siya sa katong mga special jud kay nga mga sandwiches. So giingon diri don't pag ang kaning some of the condiments daw is very high in acid, so dapat dili siya i-combine kay murag para basing mag ang lasa ba kay both strong man ang ilahang acid, so beware of that. The next is the vegetables. So most man gyud naman jud mga tao nga very favorite ang vegetables naibutang sa kanang mga sandwiches like atong mga lettuce, mga tomatoes, and onions ingana. Makadagdag po siya og kalami sa sandwich kung naani siya ang mga gulay. So it depends pa rin in your taste. The next one is the miscellaneous. So fruit fresh or dried, jelly, jam, peanut, butter, eggs, and nuts adds flavor, color, nutrients, and texture to sandwich production. So kani mao ni siya tong mga eggs or depende sa imong katong mga ipang other nga paimpang butang nimo. Butangan ba nimo siya mga jelly, mga jam, mga peanuts, butter, and etc. So it depends on you pa rin. So fillings and spreads. So let's have the fillings and spreads for sandwiches. So the filling is the heart of the sandwich. It is placed between or on top of bread. It provides flavor and body to the sandwich. So sandwich fillings, mao jud ni siya ang mong gitawag siya og heart of the sandwich. It's because naa siya sa center. Even though kung wala siya sa center, place siya sa top. Kitawag niya po siya hard, it's because mao ni siya ang makapalami sa sandwich, di ba? Kung unsang mga fillings nga gibutang nimo dito, mo to siya ang makapalami jud sa sandwich. So dapat you know the different mga fillings na pwedeng ibutang to make your sandwich special. So types of fillings, we have dry fillings. Mao ni siyang refers to ingredients such as sliced or cooked meat, poultry, and cheese. So the moist fillings refers to ingredients mixed with salad dressing or mayonnaise. So here are possible fillings you may use separately or in combination. Meat and poultry, cheese, sandwich cheeses, fish and shellfish, seafood fillings, mayonnaise-based salad, vegetable items, and miscellaneous. So in spreads, so the purpose of spread, it is to protect the bread from soaking up moisture from the filling. They also add flavor and they also add moisture. So some of the examples of spreads are butter and mayonnaise. So the butter protects the bread from moisture. Use soft butter to spread on bread. You may soften butter by whipping it in a mixer or by simply letting it stand at room temperature. You may use margarine as a substitute or flavored butter. So flavored butter, itong mga spread na to sa to ang mga sandwich, di ba? So pwede na to kung wala kay butter, pwede niyo siya substitute og margarine. Then the next one is the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is often preferred butter as a spread because it contributes more flavor, but sandwiches made with mayonnaise should be served immediately or refrigerated at once and kept refrigerated until served. It's because without magod ni siya mayonnaise. So dapat i-kept jud siya immediately or refrigerate jud ni siya, no? So mayonnaise, most man jud ning common nga ginagamit nga spread when we are making a sandwich. So those are the things that my discussion about the sandwiches. I hope that you've learned something from me, and thank you and goodbye. Have a good day.